forest was quiet, peaceful, insects making the noises they make during the night. All was well as the two campers laid to rest, with a bonfire in front of them. The serenity and the orchestra played by the insects that night was both peaceful and relaxing. As the two brothers decided to try to get some sleep, as they have a long hike tomorrow ahead of them. But before they could crawl into their tents, little brother heard a noise just outside of the bonfire's light. Well, the older brother, knowing they needed their rest, and did not want to be up all night over his brother's imaginary noises in the woods, decided to check it out. He grabbed the largest stick he could and walked past the light of the campfire, hitting the stick on the ground, making noises to scare away whatever hid in the woods. But as he got close to the bushes, he heard a low growl, low but intense, and he looked up, and above him, out of the shadows of the night, was two glowing red eyes. He had no time to scream, as his throat was crushed in the massive jaws of the monster he seized before him. Falling with a thud, little brother stands up at the campfire. Afraid, he crawls into a tent, zipping the entrance, praying that his brother is okay. But the smell becomes stronger, almost choking the little brother out, as he sees a great big shadow of what he thinks is a man walking toward his tent. And then he sees the shadow of a clawed hand. In an instant, it grabs him by his ankle, dragging him out of the tent. And the last thing you hear in the woods that night is the screams of a little boy. Screams you will hear no more. The massacre is found a few days later by more hikers. The carnage is horrible. Half-eaten body parts, torn and thrown around. Some laying on the fire or the previous fire. Tents torn to shreds. All the equipment thrown around as if something big and angry came into camp, butchered the young boys, and left the place a mess. But the scent was still there. The place was so thick with the odor. It was like 1,000 wet dogs. It was so strong. The hikers had to leave just to get some fresh air. The authorities was called, and the bodies of John and Phil Robertson was identified from their teeth, which was the only thing recognizable left. So what happened to the young boys? Was it a bear? There's no bear tracks, my friend. Was it a pack of ravenous dogs? Possibly. But the width of the teeth marks did not match that of any dog or even wolf. Was it mountain lions? No, these wounds were definitely inflicted by a canine. So what killed those boys and countless others in a little place between Kentucky and Tennessee known as a land between lakes? Was it the infamous Dogman? Or was it some maniac in the woods able to tear two boys, 17 and 14, apart limb by limb? I guess that's for you to decide. Let me know what you think below. Until next time, beware of the Shadowlands.